Welcome back, my friends. It is Saturday, March 29th in the NBA, and I got 4 picks locked and loaded, ready to go in this video. We got a couple overs, couple unders, and hopefully we can sweep the board. As always, my name's Austin. Thanks for tuning in. We begin with a recap of how we did the day before and on Friday. A winning day for us. We went 2-1. We cashed Kelly Olynyk's under in points plus assists. Shout out him. I think he shot 0 for 7. We certainly will take that. Even get close to it. You're not getting close. Shooting an 0 for 7. We'll take that. We cashed our VIP DubClub exclusive play, which was Malik Beasley to make 2 threes, parlayed with Harden's under in threes. The under in threes moves to 25-3 on the season. Our only loser, our only over of the day, Kevin Durant could not come through in with 23 points. Shot, 7 for 19. Got the right volume. Just didn't knock down his shots. But as you see on the screen, 95-40 on unders. Woo! They've been cooking for us. Like I said, we do a DubClub exclusive play. It is one exclusive to the paying members. So again, you go down below. There's a 2-week free trial, and a lot of you guys are on that 2-week trial. I encourage you to join. Now's the time. You get 2 weeks for free. If you wanted to cancel it, no harm, no foul. But those exclusive plays are heating up. Hit 2 in a row. Hopefully, we can make that a 3rd in a row today. And I will note today's DubClub exclusive play is an under in 3-pointers. So hey, tap into that. But we're gonna dive into the picks in just one moment. I need to pay my respects first too. Josh Giddey, his lines are out of this world, so we will not be backing him today. In fact, we'll talk about him at the end of the video, where we will have our Betr slip of the day. A reminder, Betr, we've been talking with them a bunch, and the slips we've done on their app, they've been taking their money. And again, you can sign up for Betr using code SHOT, S-H-O-T, or a $250 entry match. Links all down below. We'll talk better at the end of the video, but we got some picks to lock in with you guys, and hopefully you're locked in on this Saturday. If you watched our MLB video, if you haven't, go tap into that. It was posted before this one. First pick of the day, our man, Stephon Castle, over 18.5 points, minus 110 on DraftKings, a 1-unit play. The San Antonio Spurs rookie, who's in front line for Rookie of the Year, probably going to win it. Hopefully, he can make a statement game today at home, taking on the reigning champs, the Boston Celtics. Now, I like taking overs against the Celtics for guards because, well, honestly, a lot of the volume for shooting comes to the guards. And we're talking about this Spurs team. We know they're out Fox and Wemby. They don't really have a lot of scoring out there, and we know the Celtics can put up points with the best of them. So you're going to see, hopefully, Castle be more aggressive, and they're going to play him one-on-one. So no matter who's guarding him, they're going to play him one-on-one, and hopefully Castle can attack the hoop, score, and maybe get some lucky free throw calls because the Celtics don't give up a lot of free throws. But I really like Castle today to have to step his game up, taking on this Celtics team. And I honestly think, I will note, I almost took him for 25 or more points. It was plus 320. I do like that. I think he has a chance at getting you to 25 plus points. He's well overdue a 25 plus point game. Now, as always, we begin talking about PropsMadness, and we'll go over there. A reminder, you can use code COS. They'll match your first, they'll not match. They'll give you 25% off your first purchase. Let's talk about Castle. Head-to-head wise, he's already played them once this year, scored 20 points on 16 shots in 24 minutes. Fox and Wemby both played in that game. Now, as you'll see, he's been better as of late. I believe if you were to look at his last 16 or so games, he's over in 10 of 16. Pretty dang good. He's actually coming off a career high 23 field goal attempts. Now, he didn't shoot great, 9 for 23. But again, 23 shots in 32 minutes against the Cavaliers, who play a much different style of defense that you'll see from the Celtics. The Celtics switch everything. The Cavs actually more like to trap you and force you to kick it out to shooters. It's not really how the Celtics play defense. As a result, you see where he scores his points and how he scores. You'd say Austin is a terrible matchup, transition, spot up. I get it. But this was when he was playing with Fox and Wembanyama. Mostly he's doing a lot of his scoring as a pick and roll ball handler or an isolation. And we think about, if you've never watched Stephon Castle, he has very different rotations than normal star players. And I'll call him a star, if you will. He's the best scorer on the Spurs, outside of maybe Devin Vassell. But he plays the beginning of the second and the fourth quarter. So even in a blowout, he actually gets minutes. And this game could be a blowout, but normally you avoid those at home more than not likely. And we should see him have some attempts in the volume to get it done. And honestly, if we can get some good volume at home, I will take my chances with Stephon Castle. We've seen this season, when he shoots 15 or more times, he's over in 14 of 16. The only games he missed, the Nets, 8 for 15, missed all 4 of his free throws. And then here, 5 of 15 against the Pelicans. I know it's not the best match for where he scores, but I really think this is a spot where you're going to have to see Stephon Castle be aggressive, attack the hoop. And I think this is a terrific spot for him to get the volume, hopefully shoot not terribly, and hopefully he can come through for us. I think they're going to need his scoring today. I hate the matchup for Devin Vassell and the guys that shoot spot-up shooting. And we're talking about the guys spot-up shooting. We have Devin Vassell. We have Harrison Barnes in there. Chris Paul is hardly shooting these days. So again, really you're needing Stephon Castle as that guy to take some guys off the dribble, and playing in that second unit, you're going to get a lot of minutes where you can potentially get switched on to Peyton Pritchard or maybe Sam Hauser and take those guys to the hoop. So I really like Stephon Castle. We'll take his over in points as my first play of the day. If this doesn't pay, man, we might have to retire overs. But I do have one more over. The last two picks in the video will involve a bunch of unders. This one's going to be Spencer Dinwiddie. Over 5.5 assists, minus 122 on FanDuel. Now, I get it. The Mavs are a mass unit. They are throwing guys and bodies left and right in there. But today, I'm expecting Anthony Davis to be active, Spencer Dinwiddie to play. We'll see about PJ Washington. Their other two centers, Lively and Gafford, are both doubtful. Kai Jones, we'll see if he plays. Honestly, I would like him to play. But either way, we get a great step-up spot, especially for pace for Spencer Dinwiddie in the Mavs offense as they're on the road taking on the Bulls. Now, if you've watched the Bulls recently, you know how they play. If you haven't, you would be like, well, you're missing out on some fun because the Bulls, they don't play any defense. They run up and down the court nonstop, fast motion. So a lot of possessions are coming our way, and I think Spencer Dinwiddie can get us those assists that we're looking for. Now, we know this Mavs team has been all over the place in terms of who's active, who's inactive, but I really like the spot for Dinwiddie to get us 6 assists. And I first want to highlight his last 6 games, and we'll just go back to PropsMadness. Now, his last 6 games, you'll see he's over in 5 of 6, 7 assists on 11 potential, 12 on 14, 7 on 13, 12 on 10, 7 on 5, 4 on 6. Now, he's gone over in all these games, except for the one against the Magic, where we know the Magic give up the fewest assists per game in the NBA. He still had 4 assists. And that was a game where you saw a combined score, not even in the 200s. Today, your total for this game is in the 238 range, somewhere around there. And we think about Spencer Dinwiddie. Where does he get his assists? A lot in the restricted area, nearly 40% of his assists go to the restricted area where the Bulls allow the most assists per game. Other way, you see in the mid-range, non-restricted area, another 20%. And the three-point line, they're still not good either. In fact, they're pretty good at limiting spot-up shooting, which I'm not mad about that. But we think about the guys in the lineup with Spencer Dinwiddie. Like I said, Anthony Davis, a great guy that you can dish to, roll into the hoop. He can go dunk on Vucevic, do his thing. Klay Thompson kicking it to him as a shooter. PJ Washington's capable of driving in and laying it in there. And then Kai Jones, another guy that's capable of doing catching lobs and stuff like that. I really think this is a great spot to back Spencer Dinwiddie, though. I think he's going to be in line to play as their starting point guard. We've seen him play 30-plus minutes in those games. He's lost a few minutes here because Brandon Williams, their backup point guard, has actually played really well. But I think you'll need him out there, Spencer Dinwiddie. And we've seen this season when he gets 8 or more potential assists, he's over in 72% of games. So, look, 8 or more, we could easily approach 10 or more, 80%. I mean, this is a Bulls team that plays super fast. I could see this being a big letdown spot for the Bulls as they just came off some wins, especially against that Lakers one with a half quarter from Giddey. Could see a letdown on the defensive side, and Spencer Dinwiddie is a capable passer. I could see this being a good spot for Dinwiddie to get 6 assists. I don't like taking overs and assists on the road, but I do think this is a good spot to back him. So I think he gets a 6. We just saw, Luka and LeBron James both get 12 and 8 assists. They had 30 assists as a team. This is a high-scoring game, up and down, more possessions, hopefully more assist chances for Dinwiddie. Let's hope his teammates can knock down some shots today. I love his over in assists. Let's keep things moving. My next play, we have an under. And we have got to get a double-double, and that is going to be this little 3-leg parlay. It is Keegan Murray under 2.5 made 3-pointers, parlayed with Sabonis 10 points and 10 rebounds, plus 145 on Bet365. Other books were actually not as close to Bet365. They're around plus 110, plus 115. So if you have a 365 account, you're getting great value here. The regular prop would be Keegan Murray's under in threes. And I would have played that originally, but the prop was starting to get closer to minus 140. Heck, it was like minus 160 on some books like FanDuel. So I put in Sabonis to get a double-double. Now, I like the 10 points and 10 rebounds more than doing the double-double, which is basically the same thing. Double-double does give you the potential that he gets 10 assists. But honestly, if Sabonis gets 10 assists, he probably is going to stat pad and chase for the triple-double. And this is not a good matchup against the Orlando Magic for getting assists. So I'll take my chances that Sabonis can get his 10 points and 10 revs as opposed to 10 points and 10 assists, if you will. Now, Sabonis has actually had a pretty good track record against the Magic. Now, I get it, the Magic are not normally a team that you're backing centers to grab points or get rebounds and stuff like that. But Sabonis actually a very good matchup for him. In fact, he has 10 points and 10 rebounds in 7 straight games versus the Magic. And when I say you don't normally see centers play really well against them, it's because the Magic are a team that normally they don't switch off of centers. So centers that are like, please, I need a point guard to dish it to me. they don't have big games. But Sabonis, we know he's capable of taking the ball at the 3-point line, driving in and scoring that way. And the Magic are not a great shooting team. So I think you can get the rebounds there. Now, what really this hopefully comes down to is Keegan Murray not making 3 threes. Now, I told you we've had a great track record on unders and 3-pointers this season. And I think Keegan Murray's once again in for a very tough matchup here tonight. Now, you see Keegan, he's been getting hot as of late, making the 3-pointers. But let's keep in mind, this is the Orlando Magic. Against the Magic this season on February 5th, he made just 1 3-pointer on 4 attempts. So not a great game for him there. We think about who he's going to guard defensively. It's Banchero or Franz Wagner, mostly Banchero. Foul trouble could potentially come in there. Wouldn't shock me. And we know where he shoots his threes. 36% of his points are coming from above the break threes, where the Magic rank first. Spot up shooting, where the Magic rank first there as well. So again, they don't sag off shooters. They make you beat them one-on-one. So I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I meant to look at how he did head-to-head wise versus them last year. Did manage to make 6 threes, but he made it on 7 attempts. So again, he couldn't miss there. 2 on 6 attempts. This was a game. He shoots 21 times here and then makes 7 threes there. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't see him shooting that many 3-pointers. At most, I think we sweat out 7. And when he doesn't make 7 or fewer threes, he's under in 70% of games. So again, I'll take my chances here. Love this parlay at plus 145. Risk 1 unit to win back over almost 1.5. I'll take a shot there. Keegan under 3s. Sabonis 10 points. Sabonis 10 rebounds. Plus 145. I love it. Let's stay in the same game because I have another under and 3-pointers. It's on the other side of the ball. It's another 2-leg parlay. A little bit weird. I don't love to hit in a bunch of parlays. However, the under and 3s have been our best market by far. In fact, unders and points plus assists are getting close to the hit rate percentage, but definitely not the volume of bets we've taken. And so I don't really want to lay juice on an under and 3s by itself, which is why you see me doing it in parlays, finding my favorite safe legs. Let's talk about this 2-leg parlay. Paolo Banchero under 2.5 3-pointers, parlayed with Kristaps Porzingis to bang home 1 3. Doesn't have to be 5 threes. Kristaps just 1. This is minus 128 on DraftKings. So not the same value that you will get from the Keegan and Sabonis one. But man, I think this is a winner. And I'll let you know our exclusive play of the day in DubClub. Like I said, 14-day trial down below. Test it out. Is very similar to these ones. It's like a 1+ 3-pointer from one guy and another guy's under. You can check that out. You find it there. Let's talk about this one. Kristaps, we'll begin with him. If this is going to lose, you never want it to be Kristaps. You want it to be Banchero to ruin us because Banchero is the real prop here. But Kristaps has 1 3-pointer, 27 straight games. Knock on wood, he makes it 28 today. We know the Spurs give a lot of catch and shoot 3-pointers, and Kristaps is a mismatch out on the perimeter. They're not going to want him to, if he gets in the post, I could see him getting doubled down there. So again, this is a Spurs team that loves to trap guys if they drive. Kristaps should be wide open for 3s. He made 3 versus them earlier this year. We only need 1 today. Done that in 27 straight games. Hopefully this comes down to mostly just Banchero. Now, if you've been backing Banchero, he's actually been knocking down some 3s recently. In fact, you'll see he's only under this in about 60% of games. But the 3-point shooting was real hot early on in March. He's been, and February for what it's worth, he's been cooling off lately. Last game, or 3 games ago, 2 for 6. This game, 2 for 8. And last game, 1 for 5. So again, not a lot of 3-pointers there. Now, you might be like, Austin, this is a Kings team that is 30th in spot up shooting. They give up some of the most 3-pointers in the league. Why the heck are we taking an under in 3s versus them? I get that, but you need to understand the types of 3s that a guy like Paolo Banchero shoots. And in fact, you know what? If you're this far in the video, you're 13 minutes in, hopefully you're in for the long haul. Let's talk about the types of 3s that Paolo Banchero shoots. First, you got to go to Shot Dashboard, NBA Advanced Stats, catch and shoot. Now, the thing about this Kings defense, they give up so many catch and shoot 3s. That's where they give up 3s, catch and shoot. Like I said, spot up shooting. But you see, they're pretty good against pick and roll ball handler, pretty good in transition and isolation. It's the catch and shoot ones that they give up. Well, you look at Mr. Banchero. Let's sort by the Magic, and we'll go by just the last 10 games when he's been, shooting a good amount of 3s. You go to Orlando Magic, you will see spot up shooting, catch and shoot 3s. You got to go all the way down here to Mr. Banchero, 1.6. He does not shoot a lot of catch and shoot. Jet Howard shooting more per game. In fact, what the hell are we doing, Jet Howard? He's not playing a lot of games, right? But again, look at all these guys above Banchero. That's not Banchero's game as catch and shoot 3s. We saw him face them earlier this season. He made 1-3 on 3-3 attempts. He's going to get Keegan Murray, a very good defender, on him. I don't see him settling for 3. So I really don't like this plan. Last year, he faced the Kings and he had a nuclear game. He made 6 on them, 6 on 9 attempts. Again, when the shots are falling, you're going to keep firing them. But the other game, 1 for 6. I don't think he gets that volume tonight. And I think if we're looking at a guy like Banchero, if he shoots 8 or fewer threes, under in 70% of games, I realistically don't even know if he gets more than 6 up tonight, just given how they play defense. So again, I see Banchero getting a lot of double teams coming his way. He's got to kick it to someone else. And those are the guys that I see being the 3-point guys, like KCP, Corey Joseph, Anthony Black. Those guys should get opportunities. Likely not going to be Banchero. He's going to have the ball in his hands a ton. It's not really the pull-up jump shots that the Kings give up. It's the catch and shoot. It's not what Banchero shoots. So I really like this one. Banchero under in 3s at 2.5. As you can see, it's a little bit too juiced to take it as a regular prop. I mean, you're seeing at best minus 170 on different books, minus 180 here. But you parlay that with Mr. Kristaps to bang home a 3, minus 128. I'm in. If you want extra leg to bring down some juice, we already I wouldn't know if I want to overexpose on Sabonis there. So I'd maybe look at Celtics money line. I don't see them losing, but again, I really do like these plays. So officially to recap the plays in the video, we're talking about Stephon Castle over in points, Dinwiddie over in assists, Sabonis and Keegan Murray parlay here, and Banchero and Kristaps parlay here as well. As I said, we have a 5th play. It's in the DubClub. It's exclusive there. You can only get it if you join, or you technically become a YouTube member, COS Hall of Famer, and you'll get it there as well. But again, we'll hopefully go 5-0 today. Finally, we wrap up the video talking about our Betr slip. A reminder on Betr, if you sign up using my code SHOT, SHOT, $250 entry match, win or lose. Take advantage of that. Here we go. We've done really well on these Betr slips. This one turns $20 into 200. You'll see Stephon Castle's there again. Josh Giddey. I hate to do it, but I took lower 41.5. I hate to do it. I get the Mavs are a better matchup, but they got AD in there now. They're a little bit better defensive team. And let's be honest, Giddey has been a wagon, but 42 PRAs, man, that's tough to do. And I know he's been great, but those lines are way too inflated for him. Anthony Davis, I like him to get 22. He's from Chicago, and the Bulls, hopefully he's getting some dishes from Dinwiddie, knocking those down. And then Shea took him lower, 33.5 points. I get it. It's Indiana. They're not the best defensive team, but I still think with the guys healthy for the Thunder, 33.5 is quite a lofty line for SGA. So you might be sweaty, and maybe I look like an idiot. But again, it's just a $20 to turn into 200. So we'll see how we do. So those are my picks. Got a big slate, much bigger slate than normal on a Saturday, but I feel really confident about this slate. So if you're still sticking around with me, number 1, thank you. Number 2, I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Again, thank you for tuning in. A reminder, I'll link our MLB video to somewhere on the screen. You can go check it out. I have one play over there, as well as I have another DubClub exclusive and MLB prop as well, in case you want those. I think going forward, I'm going to try to do some more MLB exclusive props and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Either way, thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys back tomorrow, Sunday morning. See you there. Peace. And guys, no making threes unless your name is Stephon Castle or your name is Kristaps or no, those are only guys. And I guess anyone that's getting a Dinwiddie pass, I'll allow it. See you later.